Hey all, thank you again for joining me tonight. My name is Sahira Anaisa Fenice, and this is my show, A Little Hint of Magic, airing every first and third Friday of the month on the Magical Witchy channel. Please tune in. So our topic for today is, can you do holy water? We'll discuss what is holy water and its history, who can make holy water, and how do we make holy water? The most important step. I'll try to answer relevant questions at the end if there's enough time, but I invite everyone to DM me with any topic requests, questions, or even if you just want to share information via IG. You can reach me at A Little Hint of Magic. That's magic with a CK at the end. So let's get into it. What is holy water? So holy water is water that's been blessed by a religious figure, namely clergy. The water must be procured from a well or from a spring to be considered holy. So it should be natural water, right? In the Catholic tradition, through a priest, holy water is blessed by God in virtue of Christ's baptism. So all that means is it's believed that the water is blessed by God through a priest, and it's imbued with sacramental grace, because holy water is a sacramental or a sacred sign. And what is that? A sacramental is a ritual act or ceremony that has a spiritual effect and is obtained through the intercession of the church. It is believed that holy water receives its power through prayer and authority of the church. So the church is very much involved and is very much a character in this process. Holy water is typically used for cleansings prior to religious rites, like a baptism, and for spiritual cleansings, of course. This is why holy water is a crucial ingredient in certain spiritual baths, like cleansing baths, as I've mentioned in prior episodes. Among many Christian-based traditions, holy water is used for protection against evil. The blessing that a priest says over the water to make it holy contains prayers of exorcism, y'all. That's why it's so magical. It imbues the water with power to banish demons, heal the sick, and send unwarranted grace upon us. The writings of the Apostle St. Matthew confirm the use of holy water as far back as 400 AD. Now, what do we know about water in general, right? Water has a long association with God's saving deeds. With water, all things are washed and all things are nourished. Water is life-giving for all nature and vegetation. Water also liberates, it saves, and it sanctifies. So, for example, when you're perusing the Bible, right? The Bible speaks of the parting of the Red Sea to liberate God's people from slavery. It talks about Jesus being baptized in the waters of the Jordan, and also talks about Jesus walking on water, right? That's one of like the most important images that are burned into our brains. Jesus walking on water to calm the storm on the Sea of Galilee. So water is super important and has been an incredible player throughout history. So you ask yourself, who can make holy water? In the Catholic tradition, it's believed that only clergy can bless holy water. Many Catholics practice mixing regular water with holy water for the purposes of making all the water holy. So we think by association or by touch, all the water becomes holy. This kind of practice is believed to extend the shelf life of holy water also, because, we have more of it, so it lasts longer, right? I personally don't believe in this, but I'm not the authority. You believe what you will. It is your right. We of magical traditions do not believe that making holy water is exclusive to the clergy. Not even as a certified reverend do I believe that only clergy persons can make holy water. We all can make holy water. And I'm going to walk you through that process right now. But before that, let's talk about shared methods, right? And what we're making. So I want to just share some methods for creating pagan holy water. So pagan holy water is different from Catholic holy water. I wanted to provide an alternative for all those who are not comfortable utilizing elements of the Catholic tradition. I know there are a lot of folks out there who aren't. So I wanted to stick to pagan holy water. Pagan holy water, although greatly used for cleansings and purification rituals, it can be used for practically any intention, everything from protection to road openers to love. And here are a few methods that you can utilize to create pagan holy water. So the first method is collecting seawater. Seawater is already considered sacred in most pagan traditions. So there's no need to do anything else with the water once you collect it. I would suggest, though, that you pray over the water before use to wake it up with your intention. So if your intention is for road opening, pray over it with that intention so that the water knows exactly what you want it to do and how you need it to help you. Another thing, when obtaining seawater, anything that resides in nature, we never take more than we need. Don't be greedy, right? And it's custom that we leave an offering as a thank you. Now, we all had some pretty shitty house guests in the past. Not to talk about anyone, but it's true. We've all had some shitty guests, right? We don't want to be a shitty guest when we're visiting nature's home. Always, always, always bring an offering. You can leave coins, crystals, flowers, even food. You will know intuitively what to bring. So rely on that. Second method is collecting rainwater for rituals of purity, fertility, and abundance. You can collect specific waters like the first waters of May for abundance, hurricane water for quickness, water collected during a rainstorm while the sun is out for empowerment, and the list goes on. What you do is you set an open container outside to gather some rain. You can also gather rain from a well or from a rainwater reservoir as well. Again, obtaining the waters when you're doing this. Never take more than you need and always leave an offering as a thank you. Our third method is adding salt to water, for banishing spells. Practitioners of many religious traditions believe that salt can help ward off unfriendly spirits and entities. To make holy water for this purpose, you place the water in a glass container. It could be a little glass. It could be a jar. It could be a chalice even, right? And you have your salt sitting on a plate next to it. You say prayers over the salt and the water before combining, and then you say another prayer when you combine the salt and water to bless it and make it holy. So what's the process? First, you dip your pointer finger and your middle finger of your dominant hand into the water and say something like, and this is something I just literally, y'all, I Googled it. You can find your own stuff or even make it up. Behold this water that is the giver of life. I ask that this water be blessed and purified and made holy in the name of the goddess and of the God, and love, light, peace, and trust, right? So then you take your fingers and you dip it into the salt and recite again something like this. Behold, the salt that is the preserver of life. I ask that the salt be blessed and consecrated and purified in the name of the goddess and of God, in love, light, peace, and trust. Or you can say your own little prayer again. There are no set rules. So you take a little pinch of salt and you add it to the water. You mix them together, stirring with your pointer finger and your middle finger in a clockwise direction. Again, mixing it until it's complete. And then you say a final prayer, right? So while still touching the mixture of the water and the salt, you can recite something like, for as the water is holy and the salt is holy, may the union of these two be blessed and purified and consecrated. In the name of the goddess and of God, by the almighty power of earth, air, fire, and water, may this now be holy water to be used in goodness, love, light, peace, and trust. So mote it be. Again, you can Google it, or you can create your own little prayers of invocation and intention. Another thing, Side note, please use spring water, fresh water from a natural source, like a river or well. And please use sea salt. Please do not use tap water, regular iodized salt. Those things have chemicals in them. They've been manufactured. They've been altered. You want to get the salt and the water in its most purified form, in its purest form, without it being tainted. Lastly, last method for us tonight. Leave water outside in the moonlight. The belief is that simply exposing water to moonlight can make it holy. Put any type of water in the container of your choice, right? And what I mean by any type of water is fresh water, right? Whether it be, from a well, spring water, no tap water, please, again. So you put in the container of your choice and you set it in a place where it will receive plenty of moonlight. You can charge this water with any intention you like and use it for a variety of purposes, right? As you set out the container of water, say a prayer or chant expressing your intention for the water. So if it be for a career change, right? A positive career change, make sure the water knows that. Awaken the water with that intention, please. I also recommend that you use a silver container or glass container to charge the water, as these materials are believed to be good at holding spiritual energy. So we actually quickly went through everything, and I'm so excited. There's so many other methods, but these are 4 really great and easy methods to use for creating pagan holy water. Again, it's not relegated to just clergy. We can do it too, because we're divinely inspired and we have that divine spark in us. So we can make things holy as well. Please keep that in mind. So as we come to the end of our time together this week, I want to make sure that you can connect with me, ask me questions, share information, even suggest future topics. Your input is necessary. I want to make sure that I'm covering content that you guys are looking for. Please follow and DM me on Instagram at A Little Hint of Magic. And again, that's magic with a CK at the end. So thank you all for your time. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on November 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we'll be discussing how to make magical protection rice. That's going to be really fun. So what I'll do is I'll be posting, as I did in previous sessions, I'll be posting the ingredient list for this recipe so that you can blend with me on my IG at A Little Hint of Magic. Please look forward to the next few days. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful weekend and blessed be all. Take care. Bye-bye.